I'm on my way home. I'm on my way back to stay. I can't do without you another night. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dew. Made to push boundaries. Discover the all-new Subaru Wilderness family. Adventure has a new look. Flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew. Designed for paths less traveled. Adventure has a new look. Discover the all-new Subaru Wilderness family.
It's going to be very hot. It's going to be very uncomfortable for everybody.
And then I was like, I don't know how to operate heavy equipment. Hey, here we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the last and final day of Woodward Peace Park Championships here at Mount Bachelor. And boy, oh boy, was it an exciting grand finale to this already incredible event. I'm Todd Richards. To my left is Chris Grenier.
Happy to be here, Todd.
One half of the dynamic duo of the Bomb Hole podcast. And over here to my right is my main man, Stony Buds. But before we begin, Grandy's is going to ask you an important question.
Stony Buds, how we doing today?
So good, my dog.
Now, one more thing before we get into this. Let's just do a quick little beanie check here. So,
yours needs a little work. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it feels like a kind of a junk show.
Yeah, we need to.
Yours is looking good. What is Todd been working on a dock or a boat?
Yeah,
What's going on with that?
Did you catch any fish down there at the wharf today, Todd?
Wad Richards is now the longshoreman.
Yeah. Fisherman's friend over there.
I just want to let you know, Todd.
What's wrong with my beansies?
That's anti-resi is what we call that.
We like them
in the
high.
game.
We like them high at the Bomb Hole.
Some stuff in the
I want to let you know that your beanie looks horrific, and let's get into the show.
Very
Todd.
emotional.
This is a religious choice. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today. I mean, this is the final show here where I get to be a part of the Bomb Hole in a weird roundabout way. But we're wrapping up Peace Park as well, and it has been wow. I feel like we just started this whole adventure, and here we are coming to a close.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, Todd.
It really has.
There's been some ups. There's been some downs. There's been some controversy.
Yeah, sure.
There's been some big airs. There's been some wall rides. There's been some gate bashing, some absolute bulldozing of the gates. And I think one thing we should get into right away, I think we should do a little course preview of what the riders rode. Actually, you know what? Scratch that, Kyle. Kyle, don't cut to that.
Cow!
Let's recap what we did. We've done so far. So
good call.
Maybe we got some recap footage, I believe, of what happened with the gate bashing and
No, we don't have that. Kyle's shaking his
We're
head.
gonna maybe go to the
we
recap of
have
yesterday.
the wall ride.
The wall ride and the hip.
Yeah.
They're giving us like some type of sign language. I don't know what's going on with their hands.
They don't know what to do with their hands.
This was the best.
Here we go.
This is the AV club from the local Bend High School.
It's the best we could do.
Came in here to help us out.
Now there's the hip from yesterday, and what a session the hip and the wall were.
Unbelievable.
Takeru, or as Todd was calling him, Taquito today.
Taquitos he went off, and he actually got the party started. And look, speaking of getting the party started, we had Craig McMorris reacting to the heckling that I was giving him by just shoving it straight down my throat with that double chucker. And man, the star of the show yesterday.
Planet Zebulon.
Yeah,
the unofficial winner of yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. He wasn't in the event, though. He just kind of showed up and blowed up.
Wow, that was unreal. 23-foot and direct.
Yeah.
Had Zeb been here today, we might be seeing a whole different outcome. So it's an interesting ball game out there.
Yeah, but I mean that was just the tip of the iceberg. You see right there, Raibu going absolutely gigantic. And we talked about it on yesterday's show, and if you missed it, we were saying just how crazy it must have been for people on the lift to all of a sudden see people just flying, being shot out of a cannon straight up into the air and basically base jumping into the landing.
And those were his warm-up airs.
Yeah.
Also, just the hair coming out. Raibu's style is just phenomenal. He put on a show today as well, as did Takeru.
I'd say Raibu and Zeb, their hair as they drop in is just a great look, good vibe to see.
Yeah, very tight hair. And so, yesterday we had this whole quarter pipe thing. There was a highest hand plant, highest error on actually the hip. Basically, it was all about a numbers game. You put up the biggest number when you're going to go home as the winner. And as it went down, we had some champions, and there's one of them right there.
Yeah, that's Max Warbington.
The
back three, we saw that replay about 75 times yesterday. They really gave that one some love in the editing bay.
What was the highest plant yesterday? I think 23. Is that what we ended out on?
I don't know. We're going to have a couple more
right
looks
there.
at the back.
There it is.
That might have been it.
The back three heard round world is back on the air.
Oh, Jared's stoked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I think Max Warbington took home the win for the highest hand plant, and then Raibu ended up winning for the highest air. And Zeb did the biggest air on a 50-foot quarter pipe at 6 inches. And you saw that right there. Using the actual wall ride as an extension on the quarter pipe, and got a full 6 inches out the top.
And this is our women's winner right here, which is Jamie Anderson, I believe, right, with the highest hand plant. And then who was the highest on the hip for the women, Todd?
I believe the highest on the hip went to was it?
It was Elena.
Yeah, it was Elena Height. Yeah.
Yes, it was Elena.
Let's not forget, too, that Zeb did a rock and roll on the top at the very end of the session. I don't even think we saw footage of that yesterday.
Yeah, they were already dumping cars. There's the highest hand plant right there from Max Warb. So it was a sight to be seen. A lot of spectators. This is Elena, I think, highest air right here.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Good style, too.
Aaron Blatt sold about 45 covers with that.
Yeah, Stony Buds.
I think there was more. It was more of a beer and a glove for Blatt up there all day. Yeah,
really?
No camera.
Oh, there's the rock and roll. There's the rock and roll.
There's the rock.
See, it's
my
God! Tapped it.
That's right where I was shooting the photo from as well, right next to Mac Dog.
Now, Todd, you're known as the trick police.
Yeah.
Is that technically a rock and roll, or are you going to call it something?
I would
That's
say
not a
it
rock
is.
and roll.
Well, wait, watch. Does he actually?
Yeah, right there. Snap.
I don't think he actually rocked his
that-
board.
that-
Not
That's
gonna give it
illegal.
to him.
No, he
He's
did.
not gonna
If
give it to him.
No, if you look at my photo, I got
my
evidence.
God.
His
I got-
board
evidence.
touched?
That right there is
Evidence.
on top.
I have photo evidence.
I'm not saying he didn't go through the aerial motion.
There's our
No,
winner,
he
Jamie.
he aired up and then slapped her down and put it over.
All right, I couldn't see it from my
Todd
angle.
is the trick police. Be
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Be ready to get
I
Be
will.
ready, Trick Police is
I will.
here again.
Cuff you.
Todd's here.
I'll cuff
Trick
you.
Police. Is that a front side air in an Indy? I don't really care, Todd.
Look, you can walk around being an idiot your whole life. I don't care. Oh man, yeah.
So if you're looking for
Did you do that to the surfers too?
yeah, of course,
Of course, all right. Cool.
Anybody really, my kids, whoever.
Anyone who does a weird
I'm
trick.
really good at telling you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah,
I
if you're
noticed
looking
that,
for any
actually.
unsolicited advice about literally anything, Todd's your guy.
Yeah, I am your man. Seriously.
Jacket's too billowy. Oh, there's Todd. He's going to tell you about it.
Yeah,
And then the poor rider's crying with no jacket on. They're cold all day.
Riders pull up to the course. I'm like, you're wearing that?
It's good to get in their heads.
Yeah,
It doesn't
really.
take much.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
take
a
much.
weird strategy though for the actual like commentator to get in the head of the athlete.
Not a lot to gain there.
For such confident athletes,
you.
they're very insecure as well. So it's really easy to get in their
That's
heads.
right. Emotions are very fragile. They're not. You know, the emotions aren't as steel clad as when we were young. Now they're made of I don't know.
Cotton.
Glass.
Yeah, glass.
There it is.
Glass emotions.
So I think that one other thing, we got some other clips to talk about. So we also have the course preview of what went down today. I think there's a clip of that, right? The AV department of Bend High School. Can you guys confirm that?
yeah, here we go. This is this is the course preview of the actual half park. You know, this is basically, you know, I have to point this out as we've had all these builders come in from all the Peace Parks. You had the Peace Park in Tahoe, the Peace Park at Copper, the one in Killington, and what did I say? Tahoe, Killington. Where's the
Park
other one?
City.
Park City. Yeah.
There's
So
also Bachelor.
They've all come together in this to lend their talents to build this thing. And what the average rider gets out of this is they will all go home with the knowledge that they've shared with each other and bring what Danny and the riders have kind of thought up for this, and they'll be able to implement it at these Peace Parks. But, you know, the builders really are the unsung heroes of this entire event. They've been moving snow out here in blizzards, and, you know, some of the conditions, when they initially first showed up, there wasn't enough snow to move. 3 days later, it starts snowing, doesn't stop snowing. Then they have too much snow. They're the ones that got this done, and boy, oh boy, today was magic as far as, like, the light these guys had, perfect sunny day. Like the snow was that perfect softness. It was unbelievable.
These
Couldn't
guys
say more.
can finally take a sigh of relief too today because they know everything worked out. They accomplished what they needed to. No one's losing their jobs. Everyone's still here.
Another thing too to highlight is you know you mentioned there's the Woodward Park crew that is unbelievable, and then you mix that with SPT, their park crew, and you basically have the Canadian Olympic hockey team where the fourth line is basically better than the Americans' first line. Like it's just a bunch of juggernauts that know how to build snow features, and they make for the best park that you can pretty much ride. And also, like, there's another point to talk about here, which is it's kind of like the anti-Olympics in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fun event. There's fists. These guys are going around aggressive training for the Olympics. A lot of these competitors, they get to come to Peace Park. They get to have a good time, Todd.
Let your hair down.
Let
a
your
little bit.
hair
Yeah,
down a little
Elena
bit.
said she hadn't ridden a hard-packed slope all season. Here she is. Just
Well,
coming
that's
up.
called privilege. Okay, I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with Olympics or anything.
Helicopters
that's just
only,
called,
yes.
I'm sorry. I burned $3,000 worth of fuel today. We didn't take one run. We just looked.
And protect the environment, please.
Right, yeah. But I mean, we had Haley on the show yesterday, and we talked to her, like, you know, compare and contrast what it's like battling your way to go to the Olympics, and then, you know, basically there was some situations a couple Olympics ago where they made the women run in like the crappiest conditions ever,
Yeah,
and then
high
you think
winds,
about
right?
here, Danny's like, yeah, you guys want to go ride some powder for like 4 or 5 hours this morning? Then maybe we can start the contest. Like it's like a question. Maybe we'll do this. Like, and the builders and stuff are like, Mother, we spent a lot of time building this thing. Get your ass in there and ride it.
Yeah, but I talked to the builders. They were actually sneaking up, getting those power runs too.
Good.
So it was
Good.
a free for all
Very
for
deserved.
everyone.
Very
Yeah.
deserved.
You definitely got to prioritize the powder. That's
But
a fact.
anyways, let's talk about the half park setup because, you know, we kind of went through there the other day and kind of checked things out. We had a firsthand view of it today. It looked incredibly fun.
Totally. And you go to a normal slopestyle course, it's like 70-foot kickers, massive, you know, high speed. This is, you know, 2 kind of off camber kickers that were so fun looking. Fortunately, was Tom Brokaw. Couldn't get in there myself. And then you got a bunch of transitions and hips. And then, you know, they kind of threw a curveball in there with the battleship feature, which I like that Steely Dan brought some new steel to the course. And then obviously the quarter pipe with kind of the banked tombstones on the landing. So if you think about what's your ideal park setup you want to ride, that's it.
Yeah, it's a smorgasbord of.
It was just smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Just mega big.
The kickers look nice and poppy too.
Yeah.
And
Buds, were you thinking about serving up a Switch Mickey in there? I saw you
actually
eyeing it.
Did not think of it.
Oh, you didn't?
Once,
Okay.
Not once. Not even for a second.
No, not even really.
Todd, did you think of hitting them?
Oh my gosh! At the end of the day,
Yeah.
let's recap what happened
Let's recap.
after the day of judging. Okay, so I've been eyeballing this one section of the half pipe portion of it. Like, I'm gonna do an Andrecht right there over this hip. And Grandy's like, oh, we got to get, because we had to get down before the lift closed to get back over here to do this. And Grandy's like, you gonna hit that indirect? I'm like, yeah, I got this. I strap in, and my legs just felt like they were made out of wood. And I drop
Is that due to the aggressive traverse over?
That was due to the aggressive sitting around bantering at these morons judging this thing.
4 hours of verbal diarrhea.
Drop in the 22-foot wall and just go like just barely even made it up.
A little Pinocchio air.
Yeah,
The boy made of
ran
wood.
back up to do it again. Even worse.
Yeah, that was an interesting ending to the day, to say the least.
It was the anti-exclamation point.
If you want to talk about some actually climactic things that happened, we got a montage reel to get things started of how things kind of hit the ground today. So. Starting things off, we had a lot of drone going, a lot of droney Malmy, if you will.
Yeah, it was droney Malmy.
This is Red Gerard, I think, judging by what I can see, with a switchback 5 to back 7.
So you can kind of get an overlook of really what we were dealing with here. There's 2 jumps straight into those corresponding half-pipe walls here. You go left side, right side. There was options out of that into like these banked landings. And then right there, that is called Neil Diamond.
Yep.
And that's what
Diamond in the rough is what that thing is.
Diamond in the rough. And then straight up here, you could really turn Neil Diamond into a blood diamond really quick. If you
Really quick.
Well said, Todd.
The trapezoid looks more like a battleship rail to me.
Yeah, and then down here at the
QP.
bottom, just a key quarter pounder to end it all off.
And this montage is like from early in the day. So this is when Red basically first run started just beating down the entire course.
Red was on fire from beginning to end of this day. It was pretty
He was on
great to
fuego.
watch.
His agent Runke showed up, so he figured, you know what, I had to show up for upper management. You know, he's trying to impress upper management.
It's a big rail.
It is a
from looking
really
from the
big
side.
rail.
Germ Worldwide looks like he had a day out there too.
Yeah, this is follow cam by Germ Worldwide. Little fun fact: E-Stone's favorite photographer.
Yes.
Look at that
And
switchback
filmer now. Look at-
5.
he's like a young gimbal god out there today.
Red is such a damn fine snowboarder. It's
Wow.
unbelievable. Very, very comfortable on his feet. Watch this right here. There's that big wall layback.
Layback music.
And then straight here. This is cool. This the way they incorporated these kind of hips into those banked landings is really neat. And here we are at the
Front 7 nose. That is just a Red Gerard classic.
Is that the blood diamond?
That's the blood diamond, and then straight here into that.
The battleship.
Yep.
A lot of riders struggling to go to the end. Red Gerard, no problem.
Well, how's that?
Little dead long butter.
Yeah, a
A
little
little
dead
dead
long
long
butter in
Little
between.
longy land at the end.
Oh, and then it looks like
I heard a lot of chatter at the top that a lot of the guys did not really like the battleship.
Look at that backside air, though. Woo.
Scared of the metal, I think.
yeah, you can't be scared of the steel. You don't want to turn your back on the steel. I'll
No.
tell
It's
you
not
that
like
right
they're
now.
street rails. They're just the more slope style metal riders, I think.
So so Red basically just only rider we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So this, I'm not sure who this is.
Let's see some other
Is
riders.
that Danny?
Switch. Oh, this is Gabe Ferg.
Gabe.
Switch front 3. Nice little switchback 180.
So the riders in the beginning were trying to just get used to speeds, and the speeds were kind of a factor all day long. I guess towards the end they said it was like Velcro takeoffs, basically.
Dude, the snow was heating up all day. It was
What?
crazy.
No, that's Dan. Is that
No,
Dan?
this is Gabe Ferg.
That's
so,
Gabe
Wearing
Ferg?
Danny's jacket.
Yep, and that's front 3 Indy. And then
I
you
beg
can
your-
see the
That's
sag.
the battleship.
Can we rewind there for
You
a second?
sunk
I
my
beg your pardon.
battleship.
Was the front 3 what?
Oh, trick police. Trick police are here. Classic.
Wow.
Look, I'm just trying to save you embarrassment. Okay, that's all I'm here
I think
for.
you've embarrassed yourself enough, Todd.
I think
right.
you and 4 other
I know,
people are the only people
Have
that
you
care
seen
on
some of my
Twitter.
video parts? My God, 3 minutes of this. That's basically was the review.
Also, we should talk about Gabe Ferg because he was lapping and
Yeah.
he looked like he was just having a good time flown. He wasn't falling. Gabe,
When
he
isn't
was a
that kid having a good
contender.
time,
He was
huh?
a contender today.
Yeah, for sure, and just such good style, a great flow. You can tell, these Mount Bachelor youth here. They know how to flow through a park. They know how to flow through terrain, and look at that, Gabe just tackling 50-50 all the way through, and then down here on the quarter pipe. Check it out. Big nose
Ooh,
grab.
backside nose grab.
Oh, body
It's a
jar.
body jar.
Wow.
Yes, that was a body jar.
Todd, that probably went up a couple points in your book right there.
Slap
seeing that.
down. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Looking like you in 1986 on a vert ramp right there,
Very
Todd.
true. Very
Yeah.
true.
You don't see a lot of body jars these days. I think that was cool.
Yeah, you
At
don't.
least not backside.
No. Now they do them in a 540, and they smash their tail on the way in on
Yes.
a 540.
Switch back 1, back 5. Is this Danny? This looks like maybe it could be Danny. Yeah, cab 7. This is Danny.
The drone angle it makes
Yeah,
it a little harder.
Yeah, that's Danny Davis right
Yeah,
there.
there he goes. And
The
he had
man
a-
of the hour.
He had such great lines in there too, kind of working that bottom section. Had a great frontside inverter in there at one
His
point.
transfer at the top was pretty impressive as well. Could you guys see that where you're at?
Yep.
That was a nice little frontside Indy there, Todd.
Yeah, it's good.
Watch his blood start
Oh,
boiling.
he got all the way to the end.
Damn, Steely Dan was ripping on this one.
he really crushed. So Buds, where were you at?
I was.
We didn't see you all day.
Yeah,
Are you sure you were up there?
Well, You know, I might have caught a nap down in Yoshi's trailer, but no, I was at the top, and then I was at the bottom. Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah,
one
there we
of
go.
those scenarios.
But it was, I mean, look, the riding all day long. Danny Davis was one of those riders that came out and really mixed it up all day long. I think some people got kind of like stuck in a rut, wore a groove in this thing, trying to get the same line over and over again. Dan was all over the thing.
It wasn't like a slope style run for Dan. He was hitting transitions hitting transitions all over the place. Just kind of looking like a style master out there, Todd. He started firing up the McTwist later.
I know,
in the
it was
day.
great.
Those were looking
we were
really
there for
solid.
it. We were waiting for it all day long. Look at that.
We were
Look at
actually
that,
we were yelling at him when he wasn't McTwisting. We were actually pretty disappointed.
I feel
I
like
hear you guys yelling from the top.
This
It was
is
nice.
Brock Crouch, again, part-time Jiffy Lube mechanic. He's got about 4 pounds of oil on his
He
jacket.
asked me 10 minutes ago. He's like, "What? You're not feeling the jacket?" I'm like, "We are feeling the jacket."
What's funny is a lot of people came up to me and thought it was a flex on maybe Burton needed to send him more gear. But what the flex is he's been in the backcountry.
Yep.
And he's been on his sled, and he's just trying to flex on everyone else that's not
Well,
out there.
apparently he's been under the track of his sled a lot. But check out the gap over there on the up, flat, down, the battleship. What are we calling that? The battleship? Are we calling it?
I don't like trapezoid.
You know what I like calling it is just Steely Dan.
All right.
Yeah, Steely Dan.
Because that was the one rail that Dan wanted.
Yeah.
It's like an old
in
school.
the streets, they call them battleships.
Yeah, that's a battleship rail. Up, flat, down, if you need to be specific. Doesn't have a good ring to it, though. Does
Up,
it,
flat,
Buzz?
down?
No.
No.
It's a lot of words to convey.
It's a lot of
what you
words
mean.
to
Look
put
at
up.
that, though.
But a trapezoid is not three. That's like half. I don't even know how many sides to a trapezoid, but I think that's not the right call there.
No, I
boys.
think that is a trapezoid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what they're bringing a scientist and let us know
Yeah,
what's
we're
up.
happy.
Can we talk about Buck Wild?
Oh, Sebbe DeBuck
The
style
buck,
master.
the buck stops here,
Yes,
boys.
it does. Yes, it does.
That dude, Lepoke, the way he looks in the air is just a refined style like you won't see anywhere else with Sebbe DeBuck.
And the squeak, because we were on top of one of the jumps, so we really got to... What?
that move.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the front
Yeah.
side 50-50 into...
that looked like Bob Burnquist on the Mega Ramp right there, Todd.
Yeah, they were warming. And here's
Q.
Q for the women. She came out real early in this comp too and was slaying. Mm-hmm. Very comfortable on these 22-foot deep pipe walls.
Yeah, she fired
Yeah,
up
look
a
at
back
that.
five.
Wow.
Little surfy ride out. We're going to count that one, though. I counted that one.
You know, Jeremy Jones was
Raibu.
across the pipe, questioning that when you would call out, you're going to count things.
Yeah, Jeremy Jones,
He's the make police.
Yeah, he is the,
The
make
make
police.
police.
Yeah, he's ready to scrutinize every single trick. Now here's Raibu, who ripped
much.
yesterday and came up and ripped again today.
Ripped again.
Speaking of Raibu ripped himself a new one earlier this season. Well, I'm just saying, like, he's come back. Like, he had the Olympic, trying to get to the Olympics and absolutely decimated
Big Air
himself
Jer?
early on. Yeah, here's Big Air Jer.
The back rodeo 7. I didn't notice he didn't grab on that.
I
Oh,
spent
that's
about
He
a
also
half-
didn't land, coincidentally.
Yeah, I did land. I spent a half hour at the top of the course with his parents. Great people out there.
Yeah,
His
little
dad.
fun fact's Australian, right?
Yeah, he's Australian. I didn't know that Big Air Jared had dual passports. His kid.
Wow, he can escape to Australia
Yeah.
if anything goes south here in Bend.
Now, this guy actually was dead asleep on the ride, and this
Yeah.
is Dusty Hendrickson.
That's the NyQuil air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Ambien. Here we go.
yeah.
Comes around in all these tricks. I mean, he fell asleep on a couple where he just stopped rotating somehow. But look,
Oh,
my
my
gosh.
dear Lord, that was beautiful.
Just the way he rides everything. He looks like he took an Ambien before the course, and he probably
A
did.
little fun fact with Dusty, I've talked to him about riding. He doesn't know what he's going to do when he gets to the lip. He's told me this. He's riding up, and he's like, I don't know, the lip just kind of like wanted a back rodeo, so I did one.
Blackout
That's what he
scenario.
says. There's Jamie Anderson, the
lip
goat.
speaks to him. Huh?
The goat.
Jamie.
Oftentimes the lip always wants to catch my toe edge. Sometimes I just let it. I just go with what the feel is.
Jamie handling that. Oh, little early off.
But she had some great runs as well.
It took a minute to get for Jamie to really start firing, but by the end, she was destroying
Yeah.
everything in front of her, decimating, if you will.
Decimating.
That was just a smidge of what went on up there today.
Yeah, that was a little sliver.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I think it's a good time to take a quick break. Todd, what do you think?
Let's have a break. These
Ads are getting shorter and shorter.
Do the do.
Stop it! Whoa, I didn't even drink yet.
Do the do.
Ah, come on!
Do the do.
Oh, it looks like we're in a screensaver.
We need to go higher.
Higher.
Definitely higher.
We're like yodeling high. Yodel.
No. Don't do that.
We should go even higher. Yeah. I'm good.
Me too.
Adventure has a new look.
Let's go lower.
Lower.
That sounds good.
Discover more in the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
I'm on my way home. I'm on my way back to stay. I can't do without you another night. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home.
Why are you doing this?
Because Mountain Dew ads need tension and action to be exciting. That's mine. All right. For later. Do the do.
The 2022 Woodward Peace Park Championships are being brought to you by the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness, by Mountain Dew, proud partner of Peace Park, and by Fat Tire, America's first certified carbon-neutral beer.
Yeah, they do want... Hello.
Hello, we are back.
Are we back?
We are back.
Are we back? Well, let me tell you something, Todd. What we have going on here is we're supposed to have some guests, but they're actually all at the riders' meeting. They're getting... the winners, the kings and queens are getting their trophies right now.
Really?
So we don't know when that's happening, when they're done, but I think we'll have some guests later in the show. A little fun fact: asked Zoe Sennett to come on the show, and she just firm no.
Really? She gave you a firm no.
Firm no.
She was like this, though. She's like,
yes, exactly.
no.
She goes. She goes, no, hard no for me.
Hard no for me, mate.
I got a flight at 4 a.m. I'm sorry.
I got heaps of stuff to do out there, mate.
Hard no.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but it's the day previous to 4 a.m. No, but she was about 3 margs in at this point.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself at Peace Park, as you should.
3 margs deep. Mm-hmm. If there's any margs in the writer's tent, send them over to the studio. Thank you.
Sporty drinks.
Sporties.
Yeah, Sporterade. But yeah, it was these riders came off the hill today, and they were just so, everyone's kind of just over there, and everyone's so crisp right now, but like kind of relieved. There's a lot of good après vibe going on. Plus, we have Rendezvous going on over there, so you can go over there, partake in the insanity that's happening there. It's just, I think tonight is going to be a wild evening up here.
Speaking of après vibe, did you guys hear about last night?
No.
Chris, I'm sure, was asleep in his...
I went to bed at 9:30.
Do tell. This is the kind of... Oh, wait. Here we go.
We got some clips talking about...
Back. Oh,
what
do we have a montage of last night's festivities?
All I know is there was a dance party in the rider's tent.
I think Mason Jar is going to be face down in a snowbank somewhere in this montage.
Apparently they spilled probably 30, 40 packs of beer in there. People walked in the morning and it was just like sunk with beer. And it turned out they were just dancing to emo music was the word, to the point where the people camping in the bluegrass area had to come over and ask them to turn down their music, and they turned it up and kept dancing.
Wow.
And that was the vibe.
Okay.
That is one way to make friends.
This is a good kind of montage of everything that's going on here. It's just kind of a feel-good, fun for the whole family situation here, Todd. Mm-hmm. We got some sled toes. People having a good time.
This was the slalom event, the rack up for the slalom, and then we had that craze. But check it out. So this is where everyone hangs out at night after they get their hatchets. They play those games where you chop your fingers off. What's that called?
In Aliens, where they take the knife around.
Yeah, they get those hatchets. They're just swinging a hatchet around.
Yeah, Blotto was the first loser at the first Peace Park, and that's why he's missing his pinky.
Wow.
Nice one, bud.
Great.
Well
just talk about the disabled on here like they're trash. Come on, jeez.
You're talking about losing fingers in the game. He's a contender.
Okay, maybe let's just change gears, guys. What do you think we change gears?
Like I said, this plane's heading right into the Andes.
Did you guys stop in the Bluegrass Festival today?
No,
I got some chicken tacos. They're delicious.
Really?
Wow. I got tackled by a security guard.
Oh, you did? Yep.
I saw a dog get arrested, and the music
dog
was
get
great.
arrested? Oh, hold on. This is a segment its own. A dog was arrested.
I saw this poor senile dog that lost its family.
Who came out? What's that dog? Spots McGruff or whatever that dog was?
It looked like Spots McGruff. It's creeping around. It's walking around looking sad. Yeah. And next time I see it, this police officer had in a headlock, true story, and had to hold its snout because it tried to yap him. It was a dog's fault. It was a bad go. But the dog arrested this poor dog, and we called its owners. And hopefully, if you lost a little white dog that's a little senile, a little old.
But aside from that, I think that Ronde Van's actually a pretty good time.
No, it's great.
It's
The
a
music-
good time.
the music
We don't
was
want to make
going
it
on.
sound like it's
I mean, all the dog felons aside, I mean, it's a pretty good place to go.
The truth is,
Full of wild dogs.
They called the dog's owner. Its name was on the collar, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure it got reunited. The music was insane, though. There was this
You got some
cover
good-
band.
I would love to recommend the chicken tacos. I do have to say. The chicken tacos are
Best
delicious.
food out there, maybe. But the kebab's not bad, too.
It's all. I mean, it really is all about the vibe, and that's. I mean, that was Danny's plan from the beginning, is to create an event that was anti what competitive snowboarding was. It was all about the end of the season. Everyone can just come up here, and they bring idiots like us to kind of recap the day, and it's just this really.
We got to
is the
talk.
vibe.
Danny's vibe right now. I hope he comes in looking like the last time I saw him. He has about 4 pounds of sunscreen on his face. He's exhausted. He looks like the caddy from Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore's caddy. The guy, the homeless guy. Where you're putting with one shoe.
What's his name?
I can't remember his name, but that is what I hope he comes in with that much
I'm
sunscreen.
sure he's probably only going to get more tuned up in the next half hour.
He kind of does look like he may have just summited Everest, and he just
he's got his puffy pants
just
on.
got back. Like it's just like, wow.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we cut to another? We got some more footage to talk about.
Yeah, let's
Should we
get some
another
Monties.
Monty going?
Yeah.
Is this session 2 from today?
This is Big Air Jer. Switchback rodeo to backside rodeo 720 nose grab.
Wow.
And then he goes big old fat frontside crippler. Whoo!
That was like one of Jer's more incredible runs. He had a lot of them, but that was insane.
Yeah, this one had to be just feeling good. You're going down, having fun.
Straight over the blood diamond.
Front trace leches.
See what he's got for the battleship. Steely Dan.
Whoa.
Oh, a
Almost.
little Fallout
Almost.
boy on that, huh?
A little bit early, but whatever.
Still count it?
Todd, I'd love to see you serve up a Mickey on this thing. I know you were eyeing it.
I was kind of eyeing it a little bit. I heard that Stan, our man Stan, did a handplant on the top of that quarter.
No way.
He's
Wow.
been telling anyone that will listen to him.
That he did a hand
Yeah, that's right.
I'd like to go on record saying backside rodeo 7s are one of the best looking tricks on
It really is.
snowboard.
I never had that one. Okay,
Here
Here's
we go.
the late shifty. This is the late
watch
180.
this one.
Snap.
Oh,
No,
no,
that was
backy.
the I
That was
can't be
backy.
bothered to finish this trick.
I'm way too tired in the air right now.
And now we have another Gabe Ferg. He's going switch backside 360 right into a cab 7. A lot of people like to forget that Gabe was X
Pipe.
Games competitive half pipe rider.
Yeah, he was a pipe contender for a while. I mean, he and his brother were battling for that spot to go to Pyeongchang for the 2018 Olympics.
He's been, you know what I always loved? He always did the big frontside crippler nose grabs and methods.
Doubles.
Yeah, and doubles.
He's
Yeah.
not. These kids are no strangers to flying above the lip of a half pipe. 20 feet out, just doubling over. So yeah, and there's that good shot of that quarter pipe. The drone footage has really kind of changed the game here as far as being able to watch these guys go down.
And you can tell he's just doing what we call feel goods. Tricks that just feel good. Like a switchback 3 like that. Whew.
I said to Dan, like when we were kind of talking before this, the jumps weren't like big enough that people felt obligated to have to do. If it's a 60-foot cheese wedge, it kind of just all of a sudden there's just like 1260s flying around. I mean, people kind of did them, but they were more novelty today than they were like a mandatory, compulsory move.
Yeah, Mons seemed to spin more than most people off the top jump from what I was seeing up top.
From the 2 runs you watched today, bud? Because you must know. Because I actually saw. I saw some 1260s. I saw some.
This is when I was at the top. You couldn't see the bottom.
Oh, okay.
In between bratwurst and getting tackled by the security over in Ronde Van, you managed to see 2 runs?
Hey, somebody need to know what happened in the van area.
I think we have guests.
Oh, we have guests? Who
Guests
we got?
are kind of
Anybody
creeping
in
over
here?
here.
Oh, we got Raibu.
Yeah.
Raibu, come on and sit down right now. Come sit in the booth.
Come on in, Raibu.
Come on in.
Come
Take
on.
a seat.
Hey.
We got clips on the screen right now. I'll narrate. You get them set up, buds.
Right here, Raibu.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Raibu.
So good to have
How are you?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Hey,
Can you
put that down underneath there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
No problem.
No worries. Hi.
We're going to want to talk right into this.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Raibu.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey,
Pretty good.
Raibu, microphone very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. that's good.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah,
Konnichiwa.
How are we doing?
Perfect.
Nami.
Nami.
Nami nami, nami nami.
Raibu, pretty good day. Did you like riding the course up there?
For sure.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, this is a kind of best event ever.
Yeah.
So fun.
I mean, for you went to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Had to do all of those qualifying events to get there.
Yeah.
And then you come here.
Yeah.
And get to do this event. A lot different, huh?
Yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah.
From that, it's like 45 for the Olympic Games. But yeah, it's like too funny.
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's like this is so funny. It's like not only it's like shredding. It also it's so fun to watching everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were stoked watching you yesterday on
thank you.
on the
Thank you so
hip
much.
jump.
Pretty fun to go 30 feet out of a hip.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
that's a question I have for you. Why are the Japanese riders so good
Yes.
at going just flying around in the air?
I don't know why. Please.
You
tell
must
me.
have.
Yeah,
you
please
must
tell
have some
you.
thoughts on it.
Yeah, don't tell anyone else because they'll steal your secret. Yeah, but the riding today, riding yesterday, so fun. But I want to ask you about the slalom. Have you ever done slalom before?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun though.
So fun. It's so fun. It's like easy to get. It's like who's winner.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, no judging.
Yeah, no
yeah.
judging.
No judging.
Yeah,
Fastest man wins.
Yeah,
no debate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now you had a big injury earlier this year. How are you feeling now? How's your body feel?
It's perfect. Finally.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Actually, I got a kind of it's like the terrible. That it's like the starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I got it's like the two ribs.
It's your
blocked.
shoulder,
yeah.
ribs,
yeah, and
lung.
and the lung.
Mhm.
It's like a collapse.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's like hard beginning of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's throw some Raibu clips on the screen because Raibu was ripping
There we
all
go.
day long. Let's get those things going. How are we feeling out there? Having fun? What was your favorite feature in the park? Yeah, what did you like?
Oh, it's really hard to decide it. I really like the last quarter pipe.
Yeah?
I really liking it. Yeah.
Oh, you were doing some Mick twists on that.
Yeah, I
huh?
did.
Woo!
Yeah. It's like that trick is like it's kind of my dream.
Right
it's
here,
like
not a big twist, but that hit, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the runs all day long as far as... Now, you've been a pipe rider,
Yeah.
doing that, competing for pipe. Is it fun for you to do slopestyle stuff? Because,
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of built for this contest. You got transition. Is this one of the front nines?
I'm not
Let's see.
sure.
Oh, front side.
I think
Really
this
nice
is
stealthy.
practice. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is practice.
Yeah.
Still earlier.
Oh,
in
we're
the
gonna have a
day,
lot of Raibu footage. How long is this
Oh,
montage?
thank you.
5? Okay, perfect. Amazing, good style. I gotta say, Raibu, you have great style. It's
Thank
fun
you.
to watch,
Thank you.
man.
And so
Now-
you're the current champion for Half Park from Peace Park because 2019
Yeah.
you won in 2019. So this Half Park, the one in 2019, which one did you like better?
Oh my god, it's really hard to decide it. Oh. Yeah, but I think this one is best.
This one's
Yeah,
best.
This is the
yeah,
one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. More jumps and
Yeah.
it was just
Now I gotta ask you, Raibu, is that your real hair or is that a novelty hat?
is it a
Real,
wig?
Real.
Yeah,
Oh, it's real. Okay.
We've been debating this
I got-
for days up here,
Yeah.
Raibu.
Yeah.
We all wanted
Yeah.
to know. That's
I got permed in Shibuya.
You got a perm?
Yeah, it takes,
in Shibuya,
Shibuya?
you got permed up?
Yeah, it takes 6 hours.
Wow. Dude, I would love to go to Shibuya and get
Yeah.
my beard permed or something. That's amazing.
my
perm in his hair.
Oh, it's a new trend.
Wow.
I feel like Shibuya is more that model district. It'd be more expensive there, huh?
Yeah.
You're a baller in Japan.
Yeah.
You live in Tokyo?
Near Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot
The
of-
switchback rodeos were fun, huh?
Thank you.
They look good.
yeah, amazing riding all day long.
Amazing perm.
You get-
What do you think's
Did
better?
you get the perm specifically for this event?
What?
You got the perm for this
No, he
event?
said he's had a perm all
front
year.
nine.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
For the event.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think was better today, your riding or your perm? Your hair?
Same.
Same.
It's tied.
That's the right answer.
I remember at Recharge you had the mini sunglasses. Where were
Yeah,
those? Those
I-
were
I
so
bring
sick.
it. I
Oh, you
bring
brought
it.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of
it goes with the perm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
That's what I needed. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
You know,
really.
the better you look out there, the better you're gonna ride. Right there was one of those big twists, huh?
Oh my God, perms are now in. I gave myself a perm once.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. I was in Colorado, and a bunch of we all
But
bought.
you gave yourself a perm.
We bought these things called Ogilvy home perms. Okay,
Wow.
you can go to the CVS or the pharmacy. You bring it home and you perm your hair. We looked so just like sketchiest dudes ever. Like this weird wavy hair.
I
It
would
was
love.
so
I would
bad.
love to see a photo of that at some point.
I think they're. Oh, and then we just all
Todd with
shaved
a
our
perm.
heads like the next day. We couldn't hang.
Is you can't.
If we
you
can,
can't
if we can
straighten
pull
out
up a
perm.
picture of that
Yeah,
somehow,
I don't know.
I'd love
Kyle,
to
do
see
we have a
that.
photo of the perm that Todd got in 1985?
The Bend audio video, the high school audio video team. Do you guys have any images of that?
They do not have it.
God.
The Switchback Rodeo's turnkey. We've seen that in
Right
the,
here. Is this where you
and
really
this is
turn
the
it on?
front nose. Boom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He was flowing like the salmon of the Capistrano out there, folks.
Look at that.
Big old method.
Woof.
Into Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough. Blood Diamond if he goes wrong.
This is probably one of the best runs because and then the transfer over the battleship
Now,
rail.
we got to talk about the fact that we didn't see it. I love the transfer, but you were kind of just, you don't touch steel? You don't touch steel?
Yeah, you don't mess with the metal.
It's too much hard for me.
Good to know you are human, Raibu.
It's too much hard.
Yeah, same.
Couldn't say it better.
Same for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
same
really
for
is.
me.
Yeah.
So
I
you
can
just jump over it.
respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that though. Steer clear. Stay in your lane.
You got to know what your strengths are, right?
You got to
Play
know when
your
to hold
strengths.
them. You got to know when to fold them.
Right, but what
Kenny
did
Loggins.
you notice when the follow cam was behind you?
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
you notice them? Does it make you feel weird when they follow you like
Taking
that?
that pole
No,
out,
no,
you
no,
like
no,
that
no,
right there?
no. He's so good.
Well,
Yeah.
did you?
Good.
Did you?
Really
He's so
good.
good at
Did
following
you?
me.
Did you guys do? For the sake of the things, did you guys do awards yet? Did you do awards?
What?
Have you done awards?
What words?
Awards.
Oh, have they announced?
Don't give it
Oh,
away,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Don't give it away.
We'll give it away later.
Well, we can tell. We can say what place he got. No.
yeah. I guess. Well, do you know what you got?
No, because he's
Yeah,
in the
I
top
did.
circle. He's in the
No,
circle.
he knows what he got.
Yeah, I know.
They already told him.
Let's announce it. Let's
Yeah.
announce it now.
What'd you get?
2.
You got second place.
He got second place.
Hey.
Give it up for
Wow.
Raibu.
Thank
He got
you.
second place
Thank
today.
you.
Amazing. Did you get an axe?
What?
You get an axe?
What?
An
You
axe,
get like a
hatchet.
thing to stab
no,
somebody?
No, no.
Oh,
That's
you
just
didn't
for the
get
big
that?
dogs.
Okay.
Reggie is G.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well, we got to cut to a quick commercial.
Thanks,
but thanks for
Raibu.
coming on,
Okay.
Raibu.
See you later.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Raspberry lemonade. Just like Pop Pop used to make. Except this is raspberry lemonade flavored Mountain Dew Spark. Ah, and I'm not Pop Pop. Ah. Can see how that'd be scary. You guys gotta try it. It's really good. Can't be so scared of everything. Mountain Dew Spark. Do the do.
I'm on my way home. I'm on my way back to stay. I can't do without you another day. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home.
Oh, it looks like we're in a screensaver.
We need to go higher.
Higher.
Definitely higher.
We're like yodeling high.
No. Ooh, don't do that.
We should go even higher. Yeah, let's do it. Oh. I'm good. Me too.
Adventure has a new look.
Let's go lower. Lower. That sounds good.
Discover more in the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
We can always
Yeah,
go. Oh,
we
are we here?
back.
Are we
We
on
are
live?
back.
The words fell off.
Welcome to the
I don't know
Peace
what to
Park.
do with Todd. I don't know what to do with my hands.
The live
Hello,
show.
we're back. We're
Okay,
back.
here we go.
Thanks to once again to the Bend High School AV Club for doing all of
They're
our
doing a great
audio
job.
and visual here. It's great.
Yeah,
But
Channel 13. Check them out.
we are
They do great work.
joined by Tess Coady. Hello, how are you?
So good, my dog.
Oh, there it is.
It is.
Bud, do you want to rate that one?
That
How
was
was
that was top notch.
Top notch.
Top
Okay.
notch right there.
I can't believe you got a catchphrase
With an accent.
out of this
Long
dude.
time listener.
Yeah, you gotta come up with a catchphrase.
I
bro.
don't.
I'm a fisherman, or whatever your anti-resi tip is.
Friendside Indy.
I'm the trick police.
So, Tess, where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
There it is. And how old are you?
21.
21.
Yep.
Fresh off the Olympics. How we feeling?
Feeling good. Like, feeling good this week. I've been feeling pretty rough for a while.
Yeah.
Just, like, nursing Olympic injuries. But feeling good this week, which is nice because it's been a bit of a slog of a month for me. So I'm hyped to be feeling good this week and just
You having
a good
fun
time.
on the course out there?
So much fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I think we got some footage of Tess. We can probably throw on the screen. Oh, there it is. You were ripping on the jumps,
that's
Tess.
not the clip. that ain't it.
They usually start like that, though.
Oh, God.
They
It's
start
kinda
with, like,
as
your
the day
early
goes
clips.
on.
Yeah, that's kind of chronological.
So, Tess, I've been kind of asking everyone that had a chance, to go to the Olympics and then come here to kind of contrast the two. Obviously, they're on polar opposites of each other, but the qualifying process for the Olympics, finally getting to the Olympics, all the baloney, and then coming here and being part of this rotating circus that's happening. Compare those two.
It's so sick here.
Yeah.
The vibe is just like so much fun. It was like today was just unreal. I feel like we had a really good crew going. It was me, Haley, Zoe, and Julia were just like lapping together, and we'd just like rip a lap and then just giggle the whole way up the chairlift and just do that for like 3 hours straight. It was so sick. It was like the most unreal vibe. It was fun. I don't know. It's just like it's a pretty insane vibe out here. I've been having the best time.
It seems like you guys are having a good time on the hill and you're having a good time off the hill.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see.
It's a great time off the hill.
Did you know Stony Buds got tackled in Ronde Van just
happened.
today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you
NFL
give us a
linebacker,
story?
actually.
Yeah, I was just trying to get a cocktail through the gate. I didn't know. I thought anything goes in this state. You see all these weed stores and whatever else is going
Obviously
on.
not. They're arresting
Yeah.
dogs on the
Yeah.
sideline. So
Apparently there are laws here.
yeah,
You know
there
what I
are.
mean?
It's
I
not.
think Q had a similar thing though. Leaving the other day, one of the
See?
security
I'm not
guards
the only
was
one
like,
who gets
"Hell
tackled."
nah."
Wow.
It was
Aggressive.
not psyched. Yeah,
How was that battleship rail? That thing looked kind of
It was
scary.
It was a little bit for sure. Like first couple of hits, I was like, I was definitely being a bit soft. I was like taking that thing pretty easy, but it was pretty cool. It was just big, like it looked big, but square rails are weird.
Sometimes they slide, sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
exactly.
roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
And that's what, and me and Haley were like, oh yeah, we'll just go like 50-50 at like first hit or whatever. And Annika was like, oh, what the hell? Like I just board slid it, and we were like, what?
She was
the hell?
doing
Like,
board slide the whole thing,
Yeah,
and board slide,
exactly.
board slide.
Could
She
you
was-
imagine if it was sticky though?
Oh my
like
God.
First board slide.
Say
it just
goodbye to
went,
your
like,
teeth. Yeah.
Squirrel, like
Yeah.
straight over the whole thing.
You need a new
Yeah,
dental
it was
plan
cool
for
though.
that.
It was fun.
What was your favorite feature on the course?
I think, it's kind of hard. I like the second jump, honestly. I think it flowed really well, like first jump into the second one. The first one was pretty overshootable, for sure. Like people were going big on it, felt really easy to go big on it. But yeah, the second one was really nice. You could kind of get a nice cruisy setup and then like go a pretty good size. But the whole thing was pretty fun. Yeah.
The switchback 5 looked like a feel
yeah.
good
It
today
did.
for you. I saw you. It
Yeah.
seemed like you were feeling that one today. It
Yeah.
was locked in.
I think I did it literally all day because it felt pretty good. But nah, it was fun. The whole course was sick. Like it's nice to ride a course. It's not like terrifying
Right.
because like most courses you get there and you're like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, the jumps are so big, no one's really having fun out
Exactly.
there like they were today, right?
Yeah.
And I said to Danny, we were talking in the parking lot, and just the way that the jumps are set up, they're not big enough to do, like, to really switch back 16s or whatever, whatever the tricks are that are synonymous with, like, X Games and Olympics and all this stuff. So everyone had to kind of dial it back and just do what felt good. And it's like, it's so much more pleasurable to watch than people just, like, going a blender off the lip and then, gee, I hope I land, and then into another blender off the next lip. Because for me as a commentator, I don't like to add. I was never good at math, and I don't want to do math while I'm watching snowboarding.
I always figured there was someone in your ear just telling you what the numbers were.
Yo, who?
No one. You're the authority.
Grendy's? No.
Frontside Indy, Todd.
Yeah. You didn't know what's going on.
Was that your approach, though? Was it kind of just doing feel goods out there?
Yeah, I was doing feel goods all day. I feel like I did pretty much the same thing like the whole day because it just felt good for sure.
Well, one other thing I got to ask, too, is because obviously everybody was ripping on hill. Now, the big part of it's off hill, the partying. So
That's
who
half
do you
the
think's
vibe,
going
right?
to win partying tonight?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Tonight?
Who won last night?
It's a big
first of
night
all?
last night,
Last night I'd say I mean, out of the chicks, it would have been Zoe or Annika. I'm like
respect. I wish I had an air horn for him right now.
I'm RVing with them, and it was like definitely everyone woke up this morning and was like, "Oh my god, it's like so dusty." Like, but tonight could go any which way. I think Haley's in. I'm in. Like, we're gonna go hard.
Zoe's response to you. We tried to get Zoe on the show, and she just stopped and looked at Chris, a little cross-eyed, and was like, "No."
I said, Zoe, you want to come on the live stream? She goes, no. And she goes, that's a hard no.
That's pretty
so
scary.
she's having a
That's
good time.
funny. Yeah, she's having a good time.
It's so fun.
You got the results today? Did you guys already announce that?
Do you know where you got?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you know where you're standing?
Let's let the public know. What
Yeah. I think I ended up overall 5th.
5th? What did you get today in the half parky thing?
I don't know. Oh. I saw the I think judges scoring, I got 2nd. I think riders scoring, I got like 5th or 6th. So
oh, wow.
Riders didn't love me.
But you need to bro down a little
I
harder
know.
out there. You're not making
I need to go drink more tonight.
Yeah, you need to drink more.
There's a caveat to that
tonight,
because as we could, we had to concentrate really hard to see the whole run, and we probably had the best vantage point. But as far as like other riders being able to see what you did, it's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is discredit the riders voting completely at this.
It's
time.
a popularity contest.
Yeah, it really is.
Like it's kind of like, oh, this guy bought me a beer last night. Like, oh,
I mean,
I
I casted a vote, and I was in Yoshi's camper sleeping half the time. I had to just go by feel, mental feel.
Yeah, true.
Just kind of circle 4 names.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Who was ripping yesterday? All right. Who ripped last year or whatever?
Last year.
Yeah, we're like, I'd say more qualified. Yeah, we're qualified judging panel. We were passing judgment all day, watching, judging, looking.
Let's talk about the judging panel.
Judging.
I mean, yourself.
Yep.
Josh Dirksen.
Very qualified.
Very qualified. Myself.
Yeah, he's really fast.
Yeah. I'm more of an opinion.
Yeah.
But it was it was great, and then we had Chris Gunnarsson Gunny was our head judge, and Jeremy Jones.
He was the gym police though.
Yeah,
he was.
He was the gym police. Anybody that didn't come close,
they're not gonna make it.
Sorry.
If you don't hit the rail, you're not gonna make top.
Yeah, he's like,
people are not hitting that rail.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people were skipping.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
They had something. They had something there, but it wasn't like they weren't sliding it. They were like they had a line that went around it.
Yeah. Jeremy's like, dude, you don't hit the rail. I don't think you can get in the top 3.
Tula bizarre, dude.
It was pretty funny on that second quarter pipe though, when you'd hit it every time and you just hear the cheer squad.
Yeah. We would see people do frontside airs if they're regular, and we'd be yell their name and they'd just start smiling.
Yeah, that was every time I saw us giggling the rest of the run.
I swear to God, you did a nose grab and you were all, oh God, we started yelling at you as soon as you left the lip. And you're
so funny.
Yeah, he did the air horn for somebody on the bullhorn. You're like,
no, that
siren.
was Brock. He was trying to learn how to work it, and he was just air horning everyone by mistake.
Brock comes down because Red broke his board, and he's like, dude,
snap some twig.
Dude, Red snapped his twig. Right in half, dude. Snapped his twig. Like, oh, he snapped lumber? Dude, right between the bindings, man.
And he's like, oh, air horn, talking to himself and just looked at it and just shot himself in the face with an air horn.
He air horned his face.
Yeah. Just trying to how do I...
Looking through the bullhorn.
You know in the movies where they have the gun, they're like, how does this thing work?
The audio guys had the boom going because they were filming us, and they're all jumping with their, because the audio spiked. That was amazing.
And half of what he says is not even legible.
Yeah.
So
you need subtitles.
Yeah,
we got to have Brock on here with subtitles.
Subtitles.
Well, how are we doing here? Yeah, I think it's good time to cut and hit another commercial break, guys. Whew. All right.
Ads are getting shorter and shorter.
Do the do.
Hey! Stop it! Whoa! I didn't even drink yet!
Do the do.
Come on!
Do the do.
You can be well dressed. You can be well mannered.
Oh, no. After you.
You can be well groomed. Or even well spoken. But there's just something about being well adventured. Adventure has a new look. Discover more in the all-new Subaru Forester Wilderness. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
I'm on my way home. I'm on my way back to stay. I can't do without you another night. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home.
Why are you doing this?
Because Mountain Dew ads need tension and action to be exciting. That's mine. All right. For later. Do the do.
The 2022 Woodward Peace Park Championships are being brought to you by Fat Tire, America's first certified carbon-neutral beer. By Mountain Dew, proud partner of Peace Park. And by the all-new Subaru Forester Wilderness.
Yeah, we're back. Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're back here, and we have a special guest. This is Mr. Red Gerard. Hello.
Booyah.
Hi, Red.
Yeah, doing great.
I didn't ask you that yet. I didn't ask you
he
how
said
you're
hello,
doing.
Red.
I said
He said
hello.
hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's the proper
I'm a little
order.
tired. I'm a little crusty.
Let's talk
right
about
now.
let's
It's
talk
been
about the
3
crust.
full days of shredding. You know, I'm like, bah.
We've been talking kind of about, the shred and the après shred. What would you rate your après shred performance so far?
Apres getting a little bit more on the dangerous side.
Ooh.
You know, maybe a little too much of that instead of the snowboarding. But it's April. It's springtime.
Doesn't look like it's affecting your performance one bit.
Well, you wake up, you feel a little guilty. You're like, all right, we got to go snowboard. We got to try some stuff today, we got to push through this, But, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's been really fun.
Guilty
It's
when
pretty
riding
hard.
good.
It's pretty hard to not have a great time when you got everyone staying in RVs in a circle with each other and ronde vans going on as well. You're like, I can't fall asleep right now. There's music being played.
Well, let's talk about the fact that you snapped twig today.
Yeah, you snapped twig.
We heard you snap some
I
twig
did.
up there.
First
some
time
lumber.
snapping twig.
Really?
This term, too,
It's a
thrown
hockey.
off
It's
by.
actually a hockey term.
Thrown off by
Yeah,
it.
your twig or your lumber. They use that for the stick. But
Yeah, snapped the board. Just like did in the air and kind of came down the deck. But actually, luckily, I rode out of it. But snapped it right in the middle. But thank you, Steve Shear. I got to borrow
I
his
know you
board
just
after
we're
it.
right back in the mix.
Got to borrow his board after it. Well, there was
switch bindings, or did you keep his bindings?
I switch bindings.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta
Gotta.
gotta switch bindings. But no, I was lucky because he was like similar board, not really that similar, but close. Which helped.
You went first time strapping in.
Yeah.
You went double cork on a never been ridden board on a side hit and went 30 feet out. That's psychotic.
It's Peace Park. What are you gonna do about it? Like you gotta. What are you gonna do?
Gonna come home in pieces, apparently.
Was that one of those
There's a-
moments
there's
where
a-
the hangover was speaking and you were just like, all right, let's just do this?
Right. It starts hitting you. You're like, okay, well, am I gonna dwell on this later, or are we just gonna do it?
Yeah, that's
You
what I
did
want to
it.
know, because you were the first person in the park that was just like, you did a warm up lap and then you're like, it's happening. And actually, let's get into some of his footage. 'cause
Yeah,
we
you
got
kind
a-
of had that vibe going. Like as soon as you strap in, you've kind of gone this week. Like even in the slalom and also on the hip and the wall ride. Like
mean,
you wanted that wall ride.
It's Mount Bachelor, So many pro snowboarders and people I look up to, like, grew up here, and I'm like, if they're gonna do a Peace Park here, it better be legit,
Oh, it was
Let's make it
legit.
a good show. And it was fun. It was so fun. Like, it was a blast.
I gotta say, as a fan of snowboarding, Red, it was so fun watching you ride today. Like
Yeah.
it looked like I was like it was jaw on the floor. It was so fun, man.
Thank you. It was a blast. Like long chairlift. When I was younger, I used to love the snowmobiles when we were doing park shoots and stuff. And now I'm like, I'll take that chairlift all day long.
just to get a little
thing's
rest in
epic.
between. Yeah.
That thing is epic.
And it seemed like you were one of the few riders. A lot of guys and girls both, they stuck to a similar run, and you were just mixing it up every single run.
Well, yeah. I mean that's the idea of Peace Park, right? So gotta try to get in there somehow. But no, it was cool, and that was like super fun. The like half pipe quarter hits. How they dipped out early was pretty interesting. To me, it was like hitting a big step down or something. Hopping
You're
out of
good
them.
on Steely Dan, huh?
Yeah, how'd you like
Steely
that?
Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, the dead long shuffle. Did you see that?
That was the one. That was the show.
That was
was
like
actually-
second run. I don't know.
The dead long shuffle might have won it for him on that.
Yeah, that was the whole win right there.
Yeah, you did come out like really early on in this comp as far as like, getting it going on the slopestyle I should say the half park course. Like you came out straight away and we hadn't really seen anyone even practice. And then did you get to practice at all on that thing?
Well, I didn't. The whole practice situation. I don't know if I get that. Not like in like a bad way or whatever. But
like Allen Iverson. He's like Allen Iverson.
No, definitely not Allen. No. But like this whole situation, I'm like, when did the contest start and when did it end?
As soon as you strapped in at the
lift.
lift.
Once you strapped in, you're like, you're not gonna like cut it down.
Right.
You're not like pulling ripcord and you're like,
so you're
chilling
like,
before contest.
Just go, right?
Right. Keep it going. Yeah. Keep it going.
Now, the thing I thought was really cool, too, is you got to see kind of how deep each rider's bag of tricks was. Because it's a bunch of things that are pretty similar, like not that difficult to land on a 40-foot kicker. But it's like you're going switchback roadie, you're going switchback roadie 9, you're going back, be a cab 9. It was just really fun to see how deep some riders' bags of tricks were. And I got to say, from a judging standpoint, you made it easy easy on the judges.
Yeah, really easy on the judges.
It was really fun. Like, it's cool doing a contest where you're not completely tossing your body into a vortex and, going crazy like that. It's fun to, do this kind of stuff. And, those 2 jumps, they were small. And probably any person on the mountain, if you feel pretty good on your snowboard, you could probably hit those jumps. And I think that's cool. Like, I was just talking to Danny about that. I was like, it was really fun snowboarding and, doing tricks without being super scared. Like, just having a good time, you know?
It's relatable.
Yeah, Stone, you're up next. Yeah, you're up next for sure.
Runky and I, let's go, Runk.
How do we line that up? Runky Bud's Showdown? How do we make
Runky,
that
you want to show some face? Come on.
But it's relatable shredding, and I think that's one of the things about Peace Park that's cool, is because obviously there's a lot of effort and time put into these incredible builds, but it's not about doing switchback 16 like every single time you try it. You know what I mean?
Right. And well, it's huge. Like, to me, I don't like when I was growing up, it was super fun. Like, Mark McMorris is my biggest inspiration. He was incredible at snowboarding, and the route I was going with the contest snowboarding and all that was super fun to watch. But now it's like, I don't imagine growing up right now, being a kid watching the snowboarding. You're like, it's so far out of reach. It seems like like someone doing a 16, or we're past that now, an 18, 19. So I think this stuff is super cool and just as equally as hard.
That's a great point. Imagine you learn your first 360, and you're like, then you watch the Olympic, you're like, that was
14
hard.
more,
like,
14 more 360s, and then I'll be there.
Yeah,
I have a feeling you got Jeremy Jones's vote out there today, huh?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You definitely got the feel for the steel. The 270
I bet Jeremy
right
was
there.
going Luke. I heard Luke was hitting. He had his eyes set on that thing.
Luke was ripping. He was absolutely destroying.
Yeah. He was my 3rd place. He was shredding.
Dude. Okay, let's talk about that. So you guys had the riders vote. We as judges did our vote. You guys did the riders vote. How much could you actually see of the course?
So that was the interesting part for sure. Like, I was kind of just riding with one group, kind of, I guess, went a little different. But yeah, you're just kind of voting on your people. But then also it's sick because there's people at the top that we're watching too. So when I was voting, I was talking to Pat Dodge and some other people and talking who rode really well. So it was a little interesting there. But I think there was judges the whole time, right?
Yeah.
I think there was judges the whole time.
I don't know. Was there a couple rogue snowboarders out there just giving judges?
Yeah, basically. It was actually Grendy's and I.
It was more of a coin flip, I think.
Yeah.
But
Buds was supposed to be there, but he was
just cover one eye and circle a name on the paper.
That's what I did, anyways.
So do you know? You've gotten the placings? Obviously,
I have.
Why don't you let the general public know how you did?
I won.
Let's give it up for Red Gerard. Give it up for the kid, killing it all week.
Yeah,
no, it was fun.
We were the judges, a portion of the the rider judges, the real judges or whatever, and it was really easy to reward because we felt like all your lines were different. You were after it the whole time. You definitely you were having. You could tell you were at ease. You were having fun. You're landing nothing looked out of place. You didn't look like you were fighting the course at all, which is really important. I think the whole thing that Danny wanted to have happen here was to have a flowy course that you're just using it as you flow into a feature, and you ticked all the boxes for us.
Well, thank you guys. It was fun. It really was. It was cool, and it was an interesting game to play. It seemed like the course wanted you to go to one way, and then But then you like open your mind and you go, instead of like after the 2 jumps, you go to the left and hit that quarter pipe, opens it up to a completely new course. So,
And you also had the second biggest hand plant yesterday, right? So that really boosted him up as well. So you were in a good place.
And did great in the race.
Yeah,
so
it's really
so he was the overall winner of not only today,
Yeah.
but just to be clear for the entire
Yeah, he won today
event.
and the entire
And so he
This
won.
is the Peace Park champion.
This is our champion.
He won a briefcase with $15,000 in it, correct?
Yeah, let's do something crazy with it tonight.
Oh my God! Let's give
go
it to
wild.
everyone over in Rendezvous.
Yeah, let's go crazy at Rendezvous.
That's a little too crazy, Todd.
Yeah.
Let's free that dog I saw earlier. Let's
Oh my
start
God!
there.
Did you hear about the dog that got arrested?
No.
Oh, it's big news. Big news
Maybe
over at
you and I can
Rendezvous.
go down with that money
Yeah.
and get him out of jail.
You could also buy like 1/15th of a Sprinter van with that.
Yeah, straight up.
You could get one tire
No,
of a
you talk to
Sprinter van.
Jared's dad, Simon, and maybe that money could go a little bit further with it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's got some connects.
He's
All
got
right.
some
Well,
plug.
no, he builds them personally.
Oh.
Oh, he does. What are you gonna do?
Jared Elson also was ripping
Yes, he was.
incredibly
He was.
today.
Look, I mean,
I was crazy to see that scoreboard, 8th place or something he got, I think.
But he didn't. It comes down to the other
The full
events,
pull.
too. The
Yeah.
full pull each
Okay.
day.
Well, and that.
Oh, it was overall.
Yeah, what you saw was the overall.
That was the overall
The leaderboard
score
was the
for
overall.
entire thing.
Booyah.
Yeah.
Because today's might have been a little different.
Or maybe I don't know. I'm lost.
No, it
Do you
was
remember?
overall.
Do you remember
been a long
what
week.
was the top 3 for the men? So it was Red, and then who did we have in second place? It was
Danny Davis.
Danny Davis was in second
For
place
half park.
For half park,
Sick.
and just the way that he was interpreting. I mean, you know
Yeah.
how Danny is. He was all over the thing. He was working it like a rib. Over here,
Surgical.
I'm over there. Yeah,
Cab
I
7,
think-
McTwist.
I think
back
he ended
nine,
up in
like,
6th place overall.
Yeah, it was, and he was using all the transitions, and
then
he
who-
was jibbing. He was jibbing.
You want to know the funny part about
Steely
the
Dan.
results, though? The funny part is, tonight we're probably just going to have a really good time and, mess with all the results on the board. So it doesn't really matter,
Definitely.
solid
Move 'em
plan.
around.
It
Why don't you
doesn't
just
really
Why
matter.
don't you just leave
I woke
the
up
money
this
on the
morning.
table?
Yeah, you should probably hide the money before you start the
I woke up
festivities
this
tonight.
morning and I was in 8th place on the girls' bracket.
so that's
And
we'll
I,
take
I
that
saw
all
Fat,
day. Yeah.
Fat Gabe was number 1 on the
Fat
board.
Gabe was number 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep, that was
So I
cool.
guess the question that everybody at home wants to know is what does tonight look like for Red Gerard?
I don't know, following around my friends, seeing what they get into.
Yeah. Are you a guy
anything.
that's 10 feet back, like you instigate and then you back up 10 feet and see what happens?
I am an instigator at the start, and then I back off.
Okay.
Dips
So
into
I
the
want to
shadows.
get everyone involved, and I want everyone to have a good time.
And then you're
but
all-
then I back off a little bit, and then I like to it's sick.
Do you think Ryan Runkey's going to be okay tonight?
Yeah.
That's
He's here in the crowd.
Serious,
We get a thumbs up?
Serious worry right
Rocky,
now.
how you doing? Oh, he's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Rugg-
good.
Ruggy's got a thumbs up.
He's probably
good,
got
okay.
4 tea
This guy,
times
okay.
tomorrow that he
yeah,
has to make.
Yeah, guess
he's
what?
Not,
yeah.
He's not going
Yesterday,
too
well,
bananas.
probably the most insane wall ride session that maybe has ever been done. Homie leaves an hour early to go make
Yes.
tea time.
Thank you.
Classic.
Oh, he
Thank
left
you.
at, like,
He's
he
gotta
left
make a
at
tea
1
time.
o'clock. It
There's-
was like 2 hours early.
Red, they're
Yeah.
called priorities.
They are.
These
They're
called
called
Can you
priorities.
confirm you saw me at the event today? See?
Okay,
Told these
he
guys.
did. He
They
got-
didn't believe I was there.
Yeah, we
See,
didn't
that,
Really?
that sounds more like a Stony Buds. What's up, everyone? Stony Buds at the top of the course, and then just
Stony Buds, how are you
straight
doing?
out,
That might have
straight
happened.
out through
That
the
might
woods.
have happened.
Yeah.
So, all right, Red, I want to say we're kind of
Yeah.
running over a little bit.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
My
much for
time's up.
coming
I'm
on.
getting cut. I'm getting cut off.
yeah,
We
beat
got
it.
some other guests coming in,
Yeah.
but
Congratulations on securing the bag today.
Thank
what are you
you.
gonna buy?
I don't know. Let's go crazy with it. I don't know.
All
It's
right,
a group
I got
thing.
some ideas.
One
It's a group
tire.
thing.
It's cool. You can probably get a tank of gas.
It's a group thing.
Yeah. No. So actually, I have to drive back to Colorado tomorrow. So
Oh yeah, that money's gone.
Yeah.
Half
later.
of that. Yep.
Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah,
All right,
gone.
Reggie. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you, guys.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick
Thank
break.
you.
Raspberry lemonade, just like Pop Pop used to make. Except this is raspberry lemonade flavored Mountain Dew Spark. Ah, and I'm not Pop Pop. Ah. Can see how that'd be scary. You guys gotta try it. It's really good. Can't be so scared of everything. Mountain Dew Spark. Do the do.
like we're in a screensaver.
We need to go higher.
Higher.
Definitely higher.
We're like yodeling high.
No. Don't do that.
We should go even higher.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh. I'm good.
Me too.
Adventure has a new look.
Let's go lower.
Lower.
Discover more in the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Dolphin Vest? This gimbal guy.
And we're back.
We're back. And we are missing Chris.
Yeah, Chris is using the facilities. You can see right here. It's an empty chair. But we have Jamie Anderson is joining us here in the booth. Jamie, today, wonderful day out there. We watched you from the beginning of the day to the end just kind of gain more and more momentum. Talk us through, you know, what this event is kind of feeling like after. I mean, we've had some conversations earlier this year just about how insane this year was for you in particular. Let's talk about this event and how this event kind of fits in that puzzle.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely, it's been a crazy year. So to have a fun spring session at Peace Park with all the homies and a really creative, fun setup, I feel like it's what we all needed. It was really fun.
Yeah, and like, you know, I think just like this vibe at the end of the season. I mean, is this? Are you burning the boots after this one, or you still got more stuff to do?
I have a couple more trips, but I'm feeling like re-inspired to shred. I was like a little dormant for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
It really seemed like
Chris Grenier, ladies and gentlemen.
Even yesterday, you
you
started
found
and
an axe.
built your action
Here's
up
your
on
axe.
the wall. That's the win.
Oh, the wall. I was actually like so excited for the hip session yesterday, and then I just like kind of wasn't feeling it. The flat light, how big and poppy it was. I was like, oh shit, like I don't think I'm feeling this. And then I got really inspired watching everyone. And then after like the break, tried to get into the wall a little bit.
That was like the theme.
It was petrifying.
It looks scary. You're looking good though.
But that was like even today. Like it was like a slow burn, and then all of a sudden you would get your wind. And you just go, and that's how it was yesterday with the wall ride too. I mean, like you just looked so comfortable doing the Andrex on the wall ride, and at first it was like, yeah, feel it out, and then all of a sudden you like disappeared for a little bit, and then all of a sudden like she's throwing them up, just throwing them up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah, it's so fun. I love snowboarding. You need these type of like fun community events to keep it authentic and light. Like I hope to see more of this in snowboarding. Like I think everyone's a little burnt out and over the saturated slope style like classic events. And
those events seem so serious too, you know.
Yeah. 100%.
And I saw the U.S. team coach up here, Dave Reynolds was here. Was he yelling at you to do tricks today? was he like,
Dave is so sweet. No, he was chilling. He was just hyped to like have us in his hometown. He's been a part of the team for a while now, and yeah, that was fun. Good vibes.
Let's ask you about the axe over there, Jamie. What's going on with that? What happened? Why do you have that?
This one is for.
Oh, this one.
You have several axes.
Let me see. Let me scroll through my Rolodex of axes.
No, this one was for the overall.
Let me get one of the interns to bring another
Come on,
axe
Gunny.
in here.
We got Gunny over
Anderson.
here, the head of this.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have 3.
Wow.
This one's homemade. It's so nice. Like they're solid.
Do you have a use for a good axe at home?
Yeah, we have a little wood burning sauna, so we're always making a little kindling. But
Are you going to use these for kindling, or are you going to hang them up on the wall?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have a lot of stuff on the wall.
I
Got a couple
don't,
trophies.
but I should. I need like a designer to help me organize all my
Organize all
things.
your accolades.
So
I know.
we should cut to maybe some footage. Too,
Yeah,
'cause
let's
we got
show
all
some
Jamie's
footage.
Yeah.
Let's show some footage, Jamie. And you had some
so
really
fun.
stylish stuff going on today. Super slow-mo with your. I mean, that's your key mark style, is making the difficult look incredibly easy. And it just looked like you were flowing from top to bottom. It didn't, I was saying that the whole point of having this Peace Park and the way it's laid out is you don't want to fight anything. You just want to go where this thing takes you. If it looks like you're trying to fight the course, it just looks like you're struggling. And you definitely did not have that going on.
What was your
Thank
favorite
you.
feature out there today?
Oh, I loved it all. Like putting the whole piece, like the whole puzzle together was so fun. Like right off the bat, I was hyped to hit the jumps. The half pipe wall was a little scary because it was in the shade, but so fun.
What about when we were hollering at you right there when you were doing those?
I loved it. I was like, yeah, I want to give you guys a high five.
I saw you go up in the air, and then I saw us yell, and I saw you start smiling. Actually, midair.
Yeah, midair, the midair smile.
I wish I went bigger on everything. Like I look back at this, I'm like, yeah.
No, you were
it's harder
ripping.
than it looks.
I have a question to ask too, because when you're riding, you looked so relaxed, like you did a back rodeo.
I'll switch straight. Right.
But you when you were doing those back rodeos, you were just like chilling, squeaking them into lane. What's the key to just being like narcoleptic in the air?
I think just taking your time and not like rushing anything, working with gravity and kind of what you were saying earlier, like going with the flow. Whenever I'm like riding a mountain or a park, I always try to think of like the most graceful way to get down and not like pre-plan what kind of tricks I want to do because you never know how.
How does one work with
flows.
gravity?
Dude,
what goes up must come down.
Be the ball, the Craig Kelly quote.
Yeah.
You roll the ball down the hill, you go right where it goes.
And I think
the ball.
Personality too really plays into it. I mean, I really have been thinking about this for a long time, just watching people's styles over the years because it's kind of what I do now, and it's like. Your style it mirrors your riding, and some of the other people maybe they have kind of like that. They're gripped, and you can tell like when they're riding they look gripped, and it's like it's just a pleasure to watch someone that's just like
relaxed.
I'm just gonna do this because this is what I know how to do this, and I like doing this, and I'm just going to do this, and it's like ASMR for the eyes. You just zzz, and you zoom down the course, and it's cool. It's really cool to see.
I love that. Yeah, I would say definitely personalities resemble people's style.
Sure.
It's everything. It's not just like your snowboarding. It's how you do the tricks. It's like your energy, your vibe. It all goes into it.
Love it. And we do have to say there's a bunch of tricks that you threw down that didn't like the editors couldn't find in there, like the backflip, the back rodeo, the cab 3. There was a lot of good tricks. Now, how is that different from those like an Olympic slope style course where it's like just massive?
Oh, well, I definitely like big jumps for certain tricks. Like if I'm trying to do a 10 or something, that's a bit harder for me. But this, like today, is so fun. Like the whole course just had good flow. I didn't feel at least like I had to do anything crazy. I was just trying to do fun things and try to do some steezy stuff, and even all those corner hits, like those are way harder than they look, and it's so fun to like link tranny with your park riding.
My favorite was when you forgot to do the last 180 of that back rodeo, and that, honestly I think that was my favorite part of your run. You just came around with like boink and just put it down, just basically like a off-axis backside 360, but it looked insane. It was a totally new trick.
It felt insane. I was like, all right, yeah, rodeo. And I went off, and it had gotten so warm in the afternoon that the takeoff started to get really slow. And I kind of got hung up, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I don't know if this is going to work. Held it, and all of a sudden landed regular. I'm like, okay, here we go. Front 3, maybe a back 3.
Yeah. Now, I want to change gears for a quick second here, because on our show, our podcast, we asked a lot of people the GOAT of snowboarding, and you're the number one answer.
Number
Jamie
one.
Anderson, GOAT. And how do you feel about with women's snowboarding, the progression, watching all of the ladies out there has been unbelievable. Where do you think we're at with all that stuff?
I feel like it's just the beginning. Like, it's been so cool the last 5 years to just see the girls literally take off. Like, back in the day when I started snowboarding, the guys and everyone, like, there's so much hate. There's freaking interviews on, like, talking shit on girls snowboarding. And I know that back in the day, I was getting away with, like, a cab 5, front 3, back 1 for, like, many contest wins. But women take their time, and women have a different approach. And I think it's something that you should never compare, but honor, because we have to kind of, everyone's dealing with it, but especially for the girls, I'm like so proud of them.
Yeah.
It's gotten crazy, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And know that like your mind plays such a big role, and seeing young people like Zoe and Haley, Annika, Jules, all of them just charging, it just lights me up. I'm like, let's go.
And who was your GOAT?
Who was my GOAT? Gosh, there weren't a ton of snowboarders, but Tara Dikitas, because I was from Tahoe. Loved her. And then Victoria for backcountry, Barrett Christie.
There can only be one, but we'll take all three.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a Louis Vito answer, we might call that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The GOAT. I guess, I don't know.
Like, that snowboarded at that time.
I think Tara was the GOAT at that time.
I think so too.
And, like, she was such a badass with the tattoos
You briefly
and winning.
touched on this, your axe. How did you do today?
I won.
Yeah, give it up for Jamie.
Yes, Jamie.
So Thank you, guys.
You won today, and you won
overall.
The overalls. Just to be clear, so you won half park, and then you won the overall. So
I won the overall.
You got a bunch of
Yeah.
cashish too, right?
I can't believe it. Cashing in.
What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that money?
Honestly, probably try to put some towards my new charity project. We're going to do a big event this fall in Tahoe to help raise some money for all the families that were affected by the fire, the mountain, Sierra. I work with a bunch of kids there, and we raise money to get them to nationals, or even some kids that don't snowboard at all, get them on the hill. You can learn more on my website, Jamie Anderson Snow. Make a donation if you want. I'll send you a
There's a reason why people like you win, not just because you're good, but because of the good things you were going to do with that money, too. That's great.
Yeah. Well, I want to say, Jamie, thank you so much for coming
thank
and
you.
joining
Thank
us.
you,
And it's been a really fun chat.
Yes. Thank
And,
you.
Look forward to seeing what you're doing. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Appreciate it.
Made to push boundaries. Discover the all-new Subaru Wilderness family. Adventure has a new look.
Ads are getting shorter and shorter.
Do the do.
Hey, stop it! Whoa, I didn't even drink yet.
Do the do.
Ah, come on!
Do the do.
Why are you doing this? Because Mountain Dew ads need tension and action to be exciting. That's mine. All right. For later. Do the do.
Designed for paths less traveled. Adventure has a new look. Discover the all-new Subaru Wilderness family.
Hey everybody, we're back, and we're joined by someone who just crawled off Everest.
Look at his feet.
Oh, you're out of.
He's got the boots.
You're wearing get on your boots. I haven't gotten out of my boots yet.
Holy smokes!
We're just in the Peace Park living room right here. What are you talking about? I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, they don't smell as bad.
They're not
Danny's.
barking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I'm keeping them trapped today. I learned that from.
Thank you.
Buds didn't like that.
No.
He didn't like when I let the dogs.
The people in Ronde Van didn't like that.
Yeah.
All right.
No, they
We got a couple complaints from the farthest Sprinter van and Ronde van about your foot smell.
You had the weight of the world on your shoulders here. The whole contest is on you. The thing's over. I mean, it's you're kind of the guy. How you feeling?
Great, man. I think everyone's just so like just such great snowboarders that you can kind of throw anything in front of these guys and gals is what I'm learning. Like the wall ride scenario when we rocked up here, I was just like, damn. Did we mess up? Like that thing looks crazy. Like, is anybody gonna hit that? It was like kind of like I don't want to be the guy who like kicks it off, and then Red just like goes like 15 feet off the start, and the hip Raibu and them are dropping from like above like where we kind of set the drop, which I was like, no one will ever need this much speed. So it's just I think the lucky stars that I invite the riders I do because they just like perform and like and they're stoked to do it, and sometimes that blows my mind. I remember when I was a little younger and like was totally down to hit weird gnarly things in the park, but it's definitely like I'm appreciative of all these riders here.
Let's throw a little montage on the screen. What we had just our last little segment. See what we got for some riding.
So Dan, you were saying a little bit ago that it took you a bit of time to find your legs out here today?
That was see, I didn't get to
Winkelman.
see any of this
Yep.
today.
Yeah.
That was the hard
Winkelman.
part about today. I didn't see anything. Yeah, it took me a minute. You know, the quarter pipe hip session took some of the juice out of me, and I wasn't feeling fully on it this morning. It took a minute. It was kind of firm in there this morning, and then it like really loosened up, which was really nice. Dude,
Wow.
That was an unreal
heavy.
run.
That was
he had
heavy.
this is a star plus on my scoring sheet. I
Yeah.
remember this is
Star plus.
Yeah, that was the highest score you
Dude,
could
and
get.
we weren't really judging full pulls, were we? But there was some
overall
rad
impression. But
full
when
pulls.
somebody did a full pull, you really took
you
note
really
of it.
throw a little gold star on that.
Yeah,
right?
gold star plus.
You
Gold
should have
star plus.
seen. You should have seen the hieroglyphics that were going down on Grenier's
Scoring sheet.
Scoring
That's
sheet.
sick.
Did he
Dude,
try
I
to
would
get
love
you
to
to
see
run the
that.
same hieroglyphics, or you have your own system?
I was chicken scratches and he was hieroglyphics.
You're like
Dude.
scratch.
Dirksen was super organized. I think he had every trick labeled.
Oh yeah, color coded.
Every trick of the whole
Dirksen, fun
day.
fact, Dirksen brought binoculars up actually.
No,
to
he
watch.
didn't.
Yeah, he did. Look at that double.
Dang,
Binocs.
Reggie
That
was
why-
fired.
He was, dude. He's so incredibly consistent. It's just.
This might have been the one where he snapped twig out there.
Oh sweet, I want to see
I think
that.
he snapped twig.
It's
on
so
this one.
sick when you get to snap 1.5 on a deck.
This is
That's
it
like
right here.
It was
so
his first
rare.
time ever doing it.
This is
Awesome.
broken lumber right here.
So good, man. This is beautiful.
Watch
Spring riding
this.
it. It's
big
fine.
backs
It's-
there. Just
Boom!
snap the carrot.
Oh,
All right,
just
man.
like that. That broke it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Focused.
R.I.P. And then shout out Steve Shear. He got a new one.
I
Dude, Q
was really
ripping.
stoked on Queralt,
Yeah.
dude. Like she told me, she's like, I've been hitting jumps, like preparing for Peace Park, like before she came here. So it was really good to see her hitting some
Stand
jump
out in the
features.
transition by a long shot. She just looks so natural in there.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
she
really
crushes
was like your invite list is so eclectic as far as like where you're bringing riders into this thing. And now, where do you figure it out? Like, how do you figure out who you're going to get to come to this?
Man,
thing?
part of the deal is where we are, right? Like Bachelor, you can't not have the Fergs and Max, and like, you know, Austin Smith has been here hanging the whole week, and there's just such a great group. Mason, I've just met Mason Lemery for the first time this week, and dude, that kid is a spark plug for
Ripper.
any. I told him like, yo, if you got like, let's get you filming, like let's get a camera on you and go get in the backcountry. He is a great boarder. Dars, that was
how's
sick.
the pencil
What,
five?
dude? Yeah, Dars.
Dars was chirping at us
Dude.
as
Wow.
the judges.
Dude, he's so good.
He'd ride by
man.
and chirp.
Yeah, he would
So-
ride by and
Like,
give
what
us.
was he throwing at you?
Hey, what's up? Look, I don't know. What did he say?
He
What's
was-
up, boys? Check
Yeah,
me
yeah,
out.
he would say like, what? Yeah,
how you like this?
yeah. He was
Dude, he's-
he was talking smack to us, which we liked. He actually went up in the rankings when
Nice.
he chirped us.
Yeah.
But Darcy's
he got
another
a star,
one.
not a star plus.
He got a
Just-
well.
just
It's
for the
it's
chirp?
indecipherable actually what I drew. You
Yeah.
can't actually figure out
There's
what
a
it
little
is.
bird chirping, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think it might be a good time. Let's get to some Danny highlights, huh? Because
Yeah.
I know Dan's got some heat in here.
Dude, I'm glad. You know, dude, this half pipe scenario could be really insane. It was like really hard to figure out, but I think Raibu figured it out fastest.
So did you.
Obviously.
What are you talking about?
But-
You were on it like pretty early is
Dude,
figuring out that
thing
backside
was
wall.
kind of scary how fast you were screaming into the front side wall
Mm-hmm.
off the jump, and then if you carved hard heels, it was like almost too much of a speed loss. So like that was challenging to figure out off the bat, man. Like really tricky course to just show up to this morning. Yeah, here we
looks like
go.
they haven't found all the
highlight
best-
reel, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
They
Thanks
use
for the highlight
They use
reel.
the word highlight a little loosely. It's more chronological
Simply
order.
the best.
Look at MFM over here in the back.
Yeah, dude, I've been
should
going
unzip
no
your
grab a
jacket.
lot this year. I found myself in the backcountry going no grab, and sometimes not meaning to, and being like, well,
Same
it
here.
was kind of an MFM moment, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
try
know
to.
what the funny thing was with the McTwist, we'd be like, me and Todd would be like, do a McTwist, Danny. Do a McTwist.
on the,
I know.
on the the backside wall. We were
Dude,
waiting
my
for
soft like the soft wall McTwist terrifies me.
it. Really?
Yeah, because you're just going so hard heels, and it's sometimes like not that easy to get the sprock, and I can so see myself decking when it's soft. I'd way rather take an icy pipe wall for a Mickey than a soft,
is
like
psychotic.
forgiving one.
That is borderline
You're
psychotic.
insane.
Dude,
You
the
should
jump-
probably check yourself into a mental
Yeah.
hospital about
We
that.
might have to do a 48
No, but like, you know,
stay.
Scotty
wait.
James,
48-hour check.
Scotty James, he likes like a real icy, nice half pipe.
This
know,
when
they
the
don't
Mickey
like it
start
to
popping?
change.
I think
Are
we're
you still
popping
going back? Oh, there! Oh, Andrak! Wow.
No, we had
that
a
one.
big session at the end of the day today that everyone missed too on that thing.
Dan,
Dusty
you,
went
you
berserk.
stepped to Steely Dan.
Yeah. Dude, I need to. There's some things in this course that should have been sessioned, and I feel like kind of guilty because I feel like a lot of the riders were like, dude, we need some, like, it would have been sick to practice in that thing. And the weather just didn't really, like, give us the time to get in there. We kind of just were riding the mountain
Just riding
because it
Powell.
was kind of fun. But we didn't get much time in here, and to one-off some of these things like the rail, let me get back at that thing. Like, tomorrow's community day. I'm going back for it.
What are you going to try to session tomorrow?
Dude, we're going to I want to hit the rail a little bit. I want to hit the quarter pipe and, like, kind of just piece this thing out a little bit more and get some clips with Timmy and the boys because it was super fun. But taking a full pull through it every time was, like, a lot of gas spent.
Are the wall
You
and the
know?
hip open too, or just a half part?
I think everything's
Everything.
open, man. Everybody.
Buds, you looking at
only
taking
on
a
the
piece
wall.
of that
There's a
wall
little-
ride?
We're
little
going to get that
sketchy.
McTwist of yours, that Switch McTwist. Buds.
Yes.
One of these days.
One of these days.
One of these days, we're going to get that thing. And I got to, like, really give it up to, like, Takeru. He must not have landed a lot of things because I thought, like,
There was portions of his run
that were just mental.
He nailed the top section every time, and then but he like never really hit the rail.
Yeah,
and it was
miscommunication. I told him do what you want, so he that he did.
Yeah,
and he skipped some of it, so a little miscommunication on my part. I
He
told
was
him don't feel obligated, and maybe that was a good technique on my part.
You're getting in his head,
but
huh?
like, dude, I wanted to backlip that thing, but it would just fitty me every time.
And this is that was like looks like all your earlier runs, and it seemed like almost from that point on, you went up to 11 too because they didn't have the Mickeys, you didn't have the Cab 9 in there, you didn't have a lot of
It was like
incredible
a
highlights.
25-minute lap.
Yeah.
And you would lose a little bit of your gusto every run. And so it did take me a little time to warm up. And I think a lot of people, too. It started getting like a little more heated up towards the end there, I feel like.
Well, let's talk about for a second so this, your brainchild, coming into this thing, you see it all come to fruition. What do you want the legacy of Peace Park to really be?
It's a big question, Todd.
Gunny is always like, Peace Park's your legacy.
But it is though. It really is because let me interject here for a second before you go on a long-winded answer that just goes around the
around in
toilet.
circles.
What you started at Peace Park, initially is now being seen at the Olympics. It's now being seen at the X Games. It's really been integrated into like this way the side of the jumps, like those shark fin jumps that you see in different places and the different kind of features that maybe have unique approaches that are not conventional.
Sure. Yeah, no, I think a lot of we've all done it. Holy Bowly, us, like some of the bank slalom kind of stuff has really been popping out in my mind. And even some of the main events, Dew Tours and X Games have all been kind of doing this, but we just get to be much more experimental. Like if some of our stuff doesn't work, it kind of works because these riders are not only the best in the biz, but they're also like my friends, so I feel like they don't like to complain to me that much. So if something's wacky, they're just kind of like, we'll just hit it anyway.
We don't want to make Dan feel bad. Let's hit this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but I think the part of it with the legacy, like just, man, never riding the same shit. Like it just gets so old when you got to ride, in my youth, like riding contest to contest, we just rode the same half pipe, a lot of the same slope style courses, 3 jumps and some rails or something. So it's good to see it changing up.
And also too, I mean, it's you have this deal where you're actually letting the ideas that come out of your head kind of be in different parts of the country. We have Woodward Peace Park in Killington. You have Woodward Peace Park in Tahoe. You have it here in Bachelor. They're in Copper. They're all over the place. And a lot of these kids now get to kind of experience.
And everyone's different.
Right.
It's pretty sick. Like if you go on the little tour, which I kind of do every year, I get at least go to a few, picture behind Chris from Killington this year. And like every park is so different. The way that those park crews kind of know how to use their terrain and all that stuff. It's really, really different place to place. And it should be like skate parks. It should be a little bit, nothing should be too linear. There should be lots of like different lines to go through. And that's half the fun for me.
And,
anyway.
and going back to our judging, I think that was a the thing that skyrocketed you up higher is that you're going off side transitions. You're hitting every little piece of the
half
course.
pipe section. You could get like 3 in there if you were like just kind of going.
Yeah,
small,
you did. You worked
like,
that thing.
Yeah, I was like I felt like Rene for a second. I was just like, I'm gonna get all of it in here. But no, it was really a fun course today. Like nothing too scary, which is always really nice if you're me.
There was one scary moment that we should bring up. Maybe not scary, but entertaining. But Brock Crouch broke out the snow skate, and this for
is a
everybody.
great clip.
He's on
Shout
not on a
out
snowboard.
Hovland.
Lord,
here we go.
He went
moon.
He went bigger. He went bigger than anyone did on the snowboard today on that snow skate.
Dude, I don't know how he thought he needed that much speed. That jump, like all day, I was over. Like you go
I
too
have some
far
theories.
on it.
I have some theories of why that was how he
You have some
analyzed
theories.
that. Yeah.
Ones you don't want to share.
No, I'm not going to
All
share
right.
those with you.
Brock we gotta say Brock put on a show.
Oh my
today.
gosh,
he was he did a cab 9 nose to tail, and he was just mixing up his spins. It was tough to.
Well, it's like
watch.
and you know Brock's that kind of rider, and I think this kind of lends to how you pick people. Brock is a spontaneous rider who flows really well. I mean, his background is surfing. He's an incredible skater. He looks at terrain like it's not so linear.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's very flowy.
Brock, I don't know if I'll ever get into his head, but
or if you want to. Be
Yeah, no, I might not want to be.
You don't wanna be in
but
that head.
Man, on the hill and off the hill, just.
Well, I'll tell you
love
what, it was
that
a
character.
unique time of the year for him too. It's the anniversary of his avalanche yesterday.
totally.
It was
Really?
a 1 year
Yeah.
annery, and
No,
so
five
he
years,
had a lot going on.
1 year. It's the 1 month anniversary. Wow. I mean, yeah.
Kid's been through a lot.
For Brock,
He has.
Been through a lot.
He's growing up real fast.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what. I've spent a lot of time with him this winter, and man, like just in like you said, such a great group because we got all types of riders. Like it was just really, I really loved having Max. Loved having Mace. He was awesome to have out here. Sparky's always a treat because he's just so darn consistent. Elena, rad human to have around. Jamie. It's fun to see Tess. I've never gotten to spend time with Tess. Zoe's always a blast. Love that gal.
Annika was ripping.
Annika's really good boarder, and that was Brock and like Winkelman. They were like, "This is a girl you got to invite," and I get a lot of beta from that crew of who to invite and all that stuff. And Dusty was a must. So
Dusty got 4th overall too. That was
had a good-
impressive.
Yeah, a couple notables that really didn't get talked about real quick that I just want to breeze over, like Sebbe DeBuck. You know, we didn't see a lot of the highlights, but he was doing some incredible stuff on the cross court feature there.
he's
and
just
then,
the steeziest.
dude, his
dude.
style. I was pushing.
He's got
for
the
him.
epic tall style.
You know, one thing that we definitely need to touch on is if you missed any of this, and these montages are, you know, just a smidge of what happened here.
Totally.
This will be a show that will be airing in the fall, so it will be cut down. The ace moments will be seen, and we'll
really see who
we'll really see who won.
No, we'll really see. I was saying that in the riders tent because like everyone's like, let me see that points breakdown. Like I think
I could
you
actually
guys-
show you my chicken scratch.
I know you guys are gonna be interested. You know, like it was interesting when we dropped all the points and everybody's kind of like,
You know, another cool thing coming out in the fall, Blotto has a book coming out from the whole every Peace Park.
Yeah,
every
that's going to
8
be awesome.
8 of them in a
Decade of Peace
10-year period. It's going to be awesome. I think it's hardcover, right? With
oh yeah,
You and
he
him
made
worked
me
on it?
one like a year ago, just a couple specials for Gunny and myself, and it's dope. It's a great.
You were
coffee.
like, we gotta
It's a
do
That's a
this
nice
for
piece.
real.
Gunny was like, we gotta do this for real, for sure.
Well, let's talk. What's the future for Peace Park? What do we got?
Future for Peace Park. I think I don't know if like everyone's like, oh, you can't move it from Bachelor. We never really know where we're gonna go with the event. You know, maybe it'll be back here. Maybe we'll do it somewhere else. I would love to continue to get creative with format. I kind of have like I'm now kind of having fun messing with the format as a rider. I think it sucks. You like a new format is super annoying, but for me, creating the content is kind of fun. Like what else can we put you people through? But I'd love to like talk to the riders and figure out what was really working and what format wise they like, and then break it down from there and try something new.
Cool. Well, any final thoughts here for this weekend?
Oh man, go boarding with your friends, folks. It's spring, the snow's soft, and have some fun. And thanks everybody for tuning in. That was
Buds, you get any final thoughts?
Thanks for you guys. Thanks for carrying
thanks,
this all
man.
week. This is
Thank
amazing.
My final thoughts?
Yeah, you got some final thoughts?
Well, I just hope Danny's nice enough to invite us back next year. You know
Wouldn't
what
that
a
be-
great time we
Wouldn't
had.
that be nice?
I would like that.
We'll get blackballed.
But if not, whatever. Yeah, if we get blackballed, that's fine too. I'll watch it at home and whoever
Tackled
else
in
up
Ronde
here,
van?
you know?
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
whatever happens, really.
We should give a huge shout out to all the sponsors. that
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
this
I think
happen.
that's
Subaru.
Absolutely. Subaru, Mountain Dew, Mount Bachelor.
Yes.
I mean,
Dude, they
come
put on for us. The Ski Patrol.
Let's hear it for Bachelor.
Thank you, Batchy.
Uh,
Woodward.
The Woodward
like that
Park
whole
crew.
Exactly. SPT Woodward
SPT
Park crew.
killed it. I mean, and it's just just the Bend High School AV club that came in here. Now
Yes.
I'm just
These guys are killing it.
teasing.
The guys behind the
Teasing,
scenes back there. Let's give them a quick one. It's been a
just
stressful.
teasing, yeah.
Woodward, thanks for getting us here.
Yeah.
All the filmers and
Mountain
editors
Dew.
that took all that footage, like 4 hours of
Yeah.
footage, and chopped it up into a montage so we can have it on our junk show of a live stream and
There
play
was
what we
a lot
can.
of filmers up there.
So
Huh?
that
really
was
were.
they were a lot of people working hard, and also Gunny, the man over here.
Yes,
Gunny,
Chris
come on,
Gunnarsson.
come on,
Yeah.
you want to come in the live stream, Gunny?
Yeah, come on in
Come
here
in.
for 1 second.
No, he's behind.
No,
Okay.
he's got checklists and phone calls to make and
Yeah.
emails and such and so forth.
He's already planning for next year.
That's
He's got
right.
numbers running through his head and just like he's gonna build he was telling me he wanted to build like a 40-foot wall ride.
Wow.
Zeb might be able to get to
How
the top
big
of the
is
floor.
Zeb
It's
gonna
called
go next
Mount
year?
Mount Zebulon.
Mount
Yeah.
Zebulon.
And
I'm
one
gonna
more,
make sure that Zeb's in it the whole thing next
Yeah.
year. I
100%.
No dipping
I
off
thought
to
it'd
Miami.
be really fun to watch him in that park today.
okay, another thing for the sponsors, we got to thank Fat Tire. They're huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
They were
Fat
huge. They
Fat-
supplied the whole crew the whole week.
yeah.
There was a lot of fruit smash, a lot of fatties going down.
a lot of fruits.
Tell you what,
smashed.
if you're in that rider's tent around 11:30 at night, it's all over the floor. I don't know why these guys can't.
Yeah, they can't
seem
keep
to,
it in a cup, huh?
can't see- yeah. Thank you, Fat Tire. You guys have always been.
And then
helping.
also the catering.
Oh
you gotta
man,
give shout
Mary
out to the
and Michelle at Noisette's Kitchen have been just amazing food. We had pot pies tonight. You guys are gonna have pot pies for your meal.
Wow.
It's gonna be delicious.
Everybody loves a pot pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then again, the SPT Park crew, all of the Woodward Park crew that came out, everybody that came and watched Mount Bachelor again. Can't thank you enough,
Yeah.
Subaru, Mountain Dew, Woodward, Fat Tire. But that being said, I think it's been a great week.
Yeah.
Thank you to you guys.
Thank
like
you.
really, I've always wanted to do something live with Peace Park. So
It's going to be
thanks
great.
for carrying
well,
it.
and also, we just want to make sure that everyone at home knows is that all the ideas that happen here will eventually be implemented into Peace Parks around you. If you live near a place with a Woodward Peace Park on the hill, some of the ideas will be coming to you. So, I guess without further ado, on behalf of Chris Grenier, Ethan Stone, Danny Davis, our entire crew, everyone here at Mount Bachelor, I'm Todd Richards, and I'm saying we'll see you at the next Peace Park in 2023. Peace out.
It looks like we're in a screensaver. We need to go higher. Higher. Definitely higher.
We're like yodeling high.
No. Don't do that.
We should go even higher. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm good. Me too.
Adventure has a new look.
Let's go lower. Lower. That sounds good.
Discover more in the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Raspberry lemonade, just like Pop Pop used to make. Except this is raspberry lemonade flavored Mountain Dew Spark. Ah, and I'm not Pop Pop. Ah. Can see how that'd be scary.
You guys gotta try it. It's really good. Can't be so scared of everything. Mountain Dew Spark.
Do the do.
What's up, everybody? I'm just out here in this Subaru Outback Wilderness
just playing around with the all-wheel drive that Subaru has to offer. There is nothing quite as fun as rallying a Subaru through some fresh snow in a parking lot. You can feel that differential working, kicking that back end out. It is oversteer all the time. Subaru, you think about grip, but it's also about having fun in the snow. You can come up to the mountain, bring your snowboard, go whip around, you have groceries in the back, throw your Labrador Retriever in here, your slackline, your Frisbee, but it's really all about what Subaru has to offer in the all-wheel drive department. You think about Subaru and their rally heritage. Started back in 1980. We've got some of the biggest legends of rally have driven for Subaru, and oh boy, I understand why, because this is some of the most fun I've ever had in a car.
Sir, we're gonna need you to move along. You've been going 2 miles an hour for 15 minutes. Can you please get that Subaru in gear and step on it?